Hey friends, congratulations on your engagement. I'm so thrilled that you found me. This is a really important time in your life, and choosing the right vendor is hard, especially picking a DJ. I mean, you're basically trying to choose somebody off of their personality through the internet. So I like to make a video and show my couples what I can do and who I am, a little bit about myself, and hopefully you've already seen the video about what makes me me and who I am, who is DJ Luccio. But that was like 6 years ago. So I realized, like, let's make an update. Let's show everybody what I've been up to. But instead of hearing from me, I thought it'd be cooler to hear from a few couples that have worked with me in the past, whether it was a year ago, 2 years ago, or just recently. Here's 3 different couples that have worked with me in the past. I gave them all the same 4 or 5 questions to answer. And here it comes. I hope you enjoy this. Crack a bottle between the two of you. You and your fiance sit down and hopefully get to know me a little bit better over the next 15 minutes.
So we felt really comfortable with him as soon as he wanted to get to know us and do a little video chat with us and figure out what our music tastes were, what our interests were, and especially what the interests of our friends and family would be when we went there. So it really seemed like he was trying to customize the wedding to exactly what we wanted, as opposed to somebody who was just going to play whatever they wanted, whatever they thought was good at the venue. So that really gave us a nice, good, warm, fuzzy sense of, okay, this guy's trying to cater to what we want for this wedding. He wants it to be our special day, and he wants our taste to come through with this particular event and not just whatever he thinks is going to be good music that day. So that was a really good start to the feeling.
Yeah, so I really went with Adam because I was looking for someone who seemed really, excited and honestly low maintenance and easy to work with. I'm a very low maintenance bride, but I think what was great about, my conversation with Adam was I felt like he was really going to tailor things to exactly what we were looking for and was super open to providing suggestions and feedback, but also ultimately planned and executed the day exactly how we wanted it.
So we decided to hire Adam as our DJ because we felt as if after talking to him and, just after the initial discussion that he was the best fit for us for what we were looking for with music, as well as, hyping up our guests and just overall, it was a great experience that we had and felt really confident after talking to him that we knew that we had the right DJ for us for our wedding.
Yeah. Also, I found Adam through doing lots of research, found him on a site that kind of coupled up people that were getting married with different vendors, and the reviews that he already had were phenomenal. So it was a good indicator that we were going to be in good hands.
Yeah. And obviously watching his initial video, learning about his background and his career, we knew that he would be a great DJ, and we had our trust in him to move forward with our wedding.
Initially, when we were planning our wedding, we had actually thought about doing our own DJing, and really because we knew the style of music that we wanted and just said, is it worth the budget? Do we spend it somewhere else? And in hindsight, I'm so thankful that we booked Adam because, quite frankly, it was one of the best values that we found while we were seeking someone in our market. And also, it was perfect. And we got so many rave reviews from people who said that he really did an outstanding job, like just reading our crowd and the vibe that they were going for. And it changed throughout the night. And I think it went great. And honestly, Adam was the most rave about vendor that we had. People said time and time again, who is your DJ? I got follow-up emails and texts from guests who were like, he was freaking awesome. And how can I book him?
Neither one of us are DJs. And what we were looking for was not just a DJ. We wanted an MC for the night. It's a very stressful event. We knew it was going to be very stressful for us. And we wanted somebody we could hand that off to, and we would feel good with them taking care of the whole night. And that definitely paid off for us because we had an MC, we had a DJ, we had somebody helping us stay on track, somebody to help wrangle in some of our other vendors during dinner and reception time. So
Yeah.
So it's not just a playlist that you're hiring.
Yeah. A playlist would never be able to do what he did for us. So like right in the middle of the reception when everybody's dancing, we wanted to get up, and it was kind of a destination wedding for our friends and family. So we wanted to thank everybody for being there. As soon as we looked over at him, he looked right over at us. We gave him the signal, and he sort of faded out the music. We went right up there. We gave an impromptu thank you to everybody, and then we went right back into dancing just like nothing had ever happened. And, you can't do that with a playlist. It's something that only somebody like he can give you, especially always focusing on, okay, what does the wedding couple want? Where are they? Do they want to do anything special or anything different? So that kind of like personal attention was a huge, huge plus for our wedding.
Basically, it's more than just pressing a button, playing a few songs, having people come out to the dance floor. He announced multiple things throughout the ceremony and into the dinner, cake cutting, and then the rest of the reception. So made not only the music great, but made the whole day flow really smoothly.
The whole day flowed very smoothly, and he did a really wonderful job.
I think what was really cool about ours, our venue set up too, we had an outdoor ceremony. One room had a cocktail hour, and then the next room, another almost room over was our reception. And I remember being really scared initially too, like, how am I going to have one DJ be able to seamlessly have, go from place to place and section of wedding to each to be able to do this? Am I going to have multiple people? And Adam was really seamless in saying, let's make sure I fully understand your timeline. What are you looking for? And was really good about saying, like, this is something I can do. I felt really good about the backup too. I think that's every bride's fear, is what happens if something goes wrong. And I felt really assured, if a speaker goes, I've got a backup available. I have microphones. What do you guys need? And I think too, when you look at the cost, we looked at a handful of DJs, and Adam had the most competitive prices for the amount of time we were looking for as well. And I think the piece that I appreciated too was really saying, we were charged for the time that he was actively really playing music, which I think is just not something that's expected or has to happen, but I think was just a really nice added bonus. Adam's someone who cares about what he does. And, I think everyone does this business or does any business to make money, but you can tell that he really cares about what he's doing.
He kept everybody on the dance floor from age 21 all the way up to 78. We have so many pictures of literally the entire crew on the dance floor, because Adam is leading them in like a dance that I wouldn't even know. Really just kept that tempo going. So if it even started to possibly fade out, he would reignite by getting up himself and getting that dance going.
Yeah, so people knew this wasn't just some guy that was up there changing songs every once in a while. He got out on the dance floor. He showed everybody exactly how to do a lot of the dances, and people loved it. They got in there, like, they watched what he was doing. They learned how to dance with him and everything. And then he was able to go right back up there again afterwards and just keep playing songs like nothing had ever happened. So it was like that seamless transition between a bunch of roles that made it really, really unique, as opposed to just somebody who was up there cycling through song after song after song. And he also was able to tailor it too to the guests that were there. So we had a lot of older guests leave the venue probably around 9:30 at night. And so once they were all out, the music style kind of switched a little bit to more like hip hop dance music that younger people would be a little bit interested in. So that was a really good touch also.
Yeah. He also did an excellent setup for our speeches. I mean, he even played Voodoo Child for my 76-year-old dad, which that's his favorite song. He had no idea that was going to happen. And that was definitely the thing he needed to get himself fired up.
We spoke to Adam before our event, obviously multiple times, to go over, final details of everything and going over the timeline for the day. Basically, we went over everything from the day, when the day started, to, the very end of the evening, and specific announcements that Adam had to make throughout the day. It was a really easy process, and we felt very confident afterwards that Adam was going to knock it out of the park, and he certainly did.
Yeah, and he answered any questions that we had leading up to the big day. I think he was open to jumping on multiple calls with us at any point, so that was great too.
And not only that, we had so many of our guests give us compliments on him and the music choices, and we left our wedding feeling so great. Everyone was having a great time, and it was a great day.
We had 2 calls. We had multiple calls with Adam, but we had 2 arranged calls pretty close to the start of the wedding. I think one was 2 weeks out and the other one was a week out. And really, he was checking in with us, making sure we're mentally okay, we feel good about everything, doing last minute planning with our playlist. I have a hard time sometimes letting go and letting like an expert do their job, because I'm not sure, if we're going to be on the same page. But with Adam, it was easy. We submitted a playlist. A lot of it was the stuff he would have played anyway, which, made us feel really confident. But also, we just went through the timing for the night, and it was easy. It felt so simple for us because, we needed some advice with when to leave, the venue, to end the party, or, how long we should wait for certain events to occur. And he was so knowledgeable and so informative for us with that.
Yeah. So besides all the regular responsibilities of playing the music too, and incorporating different styles in there, the MC component was really helpful because we hadn't done this before. So we didn't know that, you have to depart the venue at this time, or like, these are some good suggestions for the last song as you get played out, or things like that. Hadn't even thought of it. So he got on there in that call and he was like, hey, what about this? Have you guys thought about this? Did you consider doing this? And that was great because those were all things that had just gotten lost in the details with us as we were trying to plan.
I think that was huge because I think for us, my initial thing when I first got engaged was I said, I almost wanted like a backyard wedding kind of feel. And that was, I wanted things to be so relaxed and just not stressful. And our vendors played an incredible part in that. I think it's very easy if you have a vendor who might not be the most organized, or which can happen. And I've heard some horror stories from friends of vendors who show up late or can't read the crowd or play things on a do not play list and things like that. And I felt very lucky that was not the case at all with Adam, and really that everything went exactly, truly as we wanted it to. Adam was prompt. He checked in just very briefly, when he got there, to make sure that I knew as the bride, okay, we have a DJ and it's official. And then really he was out of sight, out of mind in the best way, and was present when we needed him to, and checked in just as needed to make sure everything was going the way that we wanted. But it was perfect. It was truly one thing I didn't have to worry about. And I think that's probably every bride's dream, to have one less vendor to have to stress about.
It was extremely important to hire the right DJ because so many DJs have different styles of how they do things, and not every DJ is going to be the same. Some might have a different vision than others, and we knew exactly what we were wanting. We are very kind of easygoing people, and we knew that Adam was just the great fit for us. Of course, we had some specific songs we wanted to play, and without hesitation, Adam knew exactly that was okay, and we felt okay asking that. Some DJs, have a specific thing, and if you want to hear a specific song, you might not hear that. But Adam, he helped us out a lot with what we were asking, and hiring just the right DJ for what you're looking for, and to keep the night flowing and to keep everybody engaged is so important. And that's exactly what he did for us. And so he was the right DJ for us, and hopefully he'll be the right DJ for you.
I think the DJ was one of the most important aspects of our wedding. We've already discussed the MC portion, but really that's somebody you can trust, who's going to make you look good, who's going to make your wedding party look good, introduce people at the right time. And so he set the whole vibe for the wedding from the beginning of the reception all the way till we departed, and some guests still, stayed. So I feel like that was crucial. That was a crucial aspect of our wedding, and we could not have been happier with how it turned out.
It was huge. We'd been to some weddings before where the DJ seemed kind of disconnected, where he was playing a song and the dance floor wasn't really that full, and he would just keep playing the whole thing out. But Adam, as opposed to those other guys, was great. He was very in tune to what was going on the dance floor, and if you saw that, maybe something wasn't so popular, he'd switch out the song to make sure that dance floor got packed again real quick. And so I think, just having that special connection with the guests that were there and knowing what was working and what didn't added a huge component to our wedding. We love that.
Every guest that came up to us about the DJ said that was the best DJ they'd seen at a wedding, which made us feel good because that was a huge aspect of them enjoying our wedding. So definitely recommend that.
We had a lot of friends and family that liked to dance, so it was spot on.
Yeah.
I'm not crying, you're crying. Get out of here. It was so much fun to put together. I hope you enjoyed watching it. It means a lot to me that the couples that I work with end up getting to have the night that they want, because this is important and a lot goes into this. So if it's only going to be a 6-hour party and a year of planning, let's get this right. If you'd like to talk about booking, I would be honored to work with you, and I'm happy to give you, in full transparency, everything that I can do for you so that you and your fiance really get the night that you want. So just hit me up right here. Here's all my contact info, and let's do this the right way. You get one shot at this. Let's get it right.